T-shirt, I'm going to send it back to you. Let's get to that CRO story. A very interesting story that involves a man that is recently named Time's Person of the Year. I wonder if that pained them to put him on the cover of that magazine. What do you think, Shroom?
I think so. I do think so. I think many members of the Time team were probably not too happy about that. I don't think it's the first time that he's been the Person of the Year over at Time,
I have no idea.
and it probably won't be the last. So, it's whatever can get people to sell, to buy those magazines. True. I don't know if people are really buying the physical magazines anymore, but so I suppose it's whatever can get people to click on Time magazine articles online. But yeah, jumping over to my screen, we do have a name associated with the Don. CEO of Crypto.com met with the U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, and we'll take a look at CRO here on the charts to see if there has been a pump or if this is a good time to buy CRO. Let's check it out and see.
Yeah, CRO is one that I'm actually pretty bullish on right here. I will say we're tracking the potential development of a rising channel, but it's so choppy, I'm not necessarily worried about it. What I ultimately am seeing here is a very big explosive movement, right? So back here between, guess when, November 5th, when we had a presidential election, and then the explosion, the top we had in November 11th. So it happened very quickly. But since then, CRO has been consolidating, and it's actually been consolidating right here. If you go back and look at last bull market top down to the bear market bottom, if you look at here, we've been consolidating between the 0.382 and the 0.5 Fibonacci levels. Well, if we do get a big breakout to the upside, I would keep my eye on two levels, the golden pocket between the 618 and the 65, right? That's going to be a level to keep an eye on somewhere between 31 and 34 cents. And then if we pop above that, then the platinum pocket at 0.786, around 53 cents, becomes very interesting. Now, you might be saying, but Tim, weren't we looking at a lot of other charts and showing potential pullbacks? And again, today, actually, XRP looking kind of bullish right now. But Bitcoin, I'm thinking there could be a decent little pullback. A lot of other altcoins that have had big rallies recently showing signs that a potential pullback is on the table. Well, you see a lot of those happening on the daily chart. And if we go in here and take a look at the daily chart, the 2-daily chart on CRO, it is not matching the same type of thing. In fact, very few tokens right now have pulled back on the daily chart below mid levels like we have here on the Luxago Oscillator's daily chart. We pulled back to 36 Luxago. The RSI pulled back to the 50, but that's bullish in and of itself. The daily MACD looks like it wants to be crossing bullish again very, very soon. And like I said, you have this like consolidation that happens right here, right? That easily could be being perceived by traders as we increase this volume. We have this amazing news. Potentially, do you see a bull flag pattern starting to develop where people are going to start expecting a higher push? This would push us closer towards that 50-cent zone around the platinum pocket. I myself am kind of going to continue to watch the golden pocket around 31 cents as the next breakout target, but that's what I think people are watching here right now, Shroom. We're not seeing an overbought, crazy market. Even on the 2-daily chart, you're not necessarily seeing massive sell signals come in. You had a sell signal back in here around this time period. We hit already the smart trail for the daily chart. Now I think you're starting to see some lower signs say it's time to move back to the upside. And with news like what we just saw and a potential collaboration between the United States government and CRO, an emerging coin in the exchange sector, this could be very, very explosive. And something that's big on Crux's mind whenever we look at tokens is, hey, historically, when do these tokens kind of move around? Well, CRO currently ranked number 31 here. You can go back and look at the last bull market. Let's look at the market cap and go to all time. It made its biggest push, despite being created back in 2019, it made its biggest push later in the bull market, not earlier. So this is a coin that I think by the end of the bull market could be a top 20 or top 15 coin. Potentially, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But think of market caps in the world, low end 55 billion. That's almost a 10x from here. High end 100 billion, a potential 20x. That's in market cap. Supply is a little bit different. But at the end of the day, This is a coin that I'm not gonna necessarily sleep on. I think CRO, with his new news and the way its chart is looking, seems very interesting for an investment on moving forward if you're looking for a project that's getting a hot hand here as of late. Hey there, if you enjoyed this video, don't just smash the like and hit subscribe, but watch another one as well, like this one right here. And if you want to learn more about trading and investing and get more confident along the way, learning with an amazing community, you might want to click this link right there. So go ahead, click them.